What up, what up? Welcome to another hot episode of POPradio. My name is Miss Cosmo, and I am rolling with my main man, Moochie for one. Baby, what's good, baby?
What's going on, girl? You nice?
I'm nice. How you doing?
I'm amazing, man. Welcome to it. Welcome to it. We back with another one.
Yes, we're back with another one, and today we are hanging out with somebody who is, making waves, making moves in the Amapiano space at the moment. So you might have maybe seen his name on a couple of songs, but don't necessarily know what he looks like or what his vibe is, and that's the point of us having this conversation for today. So we do have Baby S.O.N in the building.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm good. Happy to be here.
Yes.
Happy to be doing these things where I'm seen,
Yes. not in the background anymore.
Yeah, not in the background so much anymore, but like it's kind of scary, but it's cool. I'm enjoying it.
But I mean, this is what you got yourself into. Otherwise, why get into entertainment?
I think we get into entertainment for different reasons.
Yeah.
For me, it was to connect with people mostly and to like kind of like share what I was feeling, because I was always like, every time I listened to something, I was like, can't they should die, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you always felt like there's something in the music that you can add.
I felt like, you guys are just not taking it to the furthest heights.
Yeah.
So that's one of my main reasons, and being inspired by other people that did it at the furthest heights. And I felt like, why aren't we doing it here at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of the main reasons why.
That's dope, man. All right, so but before we get into like why you get into music and how you actually get yourself involved in the conversation, let's kind of take it back to the beginning just a little bit, just to get to know you as a person.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
how you got yourself into the music industry. So can you give us just a little bit of a breakdown as to firstly your real name, but also why Baby S.O.N and what the acronym stands for? Because it's obviously stylized as S.O.N, but you pronounce it as Son.
Yeah.
So break that down for us.
Nguphelele uCela umusa siphakeme kwaMathonsi.
Yeah.
I come from KZN.
I was waiting for the whole Tagazelo there.
I know.
Come on, my brother.
Oh, that wasn't it? That was just like
No,
your
that was just a
that was
name.
your ID name.
That's my name.
I word.
No, that's just for ID days, man. Come from KZN, man. A small town called Emandeni.
Okay.
Next to Palito, next to Stanger, Not too many people there, but like the people there, like Bapuza,
I don't know about small town. If it's next to Belito and Stanger, you're in the north, my brother.
No, man, it's like
You're in the nicer part of Durban.
You know how Alex is right next to Sensi.
Oh,
You can see the beach, but
you can see it.
you don't really have any motivation to go swim.
no excess.
But yeah, man. But it's a beautiful place, man. It's got beautiful people that live to have fun, But like, not many people are inspired to like get out. So that's why like the whole place, like I always called it like Neverland. People never leave the place. Hey,
Really?
Like you're gonna find someone you did grade 1 with is still there,
Wow.
like chilling there. So like that's why we called it Neverland with my bros. But like yeah, man, son of Neverland. So that's where that came from. But like the whole name was like, I was so inspired by Babyface as a songwriter. And I wanted to really venture into songwriting, so I was like, "Oh, Babyface, I'm the baby son,
Yeah.
and all of that, It was all about her and her music, and she put the down. So I was like, "Hey, man, let's
Look at
incorporate that."
you. So it has no meaning.
Man, there's no meaning, but there's
Well,
a lot of meaning.
outside of the meaning he just gave us, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to
Yeah.
express himself as a creative.
Yeah, I was just like
So
thinking
he
about
connected
like,
some dots.
because I used to go as actually, if you know Cedric Zaga, Everyday People's Story, he knows me as July. I used to go as July, and he was just like, man, I know you as July. Now I'm seeing Baby Son everywhere. I'm like, what's going on? I was like,
Yeah.
man, I had to really shift it. I had to really think it through.
Obviously, because you're a July baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was your birthday like a week ago. So first of all, happy birthday.
Shout out.
How old are you now?
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, that deep breath. Or are you putting real numbers on the
That
board?
was a
like-
very swift. Let's move on.
No, like I chill with young cats, like 21-year-olds and 20-year-olds, like. But then, I'm old actually.
But there's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
I appreciate people who can still connect with younger people, because sometimes people say ages like you must be with older people, you must act a certain way. I don't think it's about that. Yes, fine. Maybe you've just got experience.
Yeah.
Maybe you know a little bit better. Maybe there's something you can impart to the younger kids that you are working with, and you still got the energy, still got the vibe, and you're open enough to work with kids to also then you keep you young in the space that you're in, and that's important,
Yeah, man, I kind of like sprinkled a little wisdom there and there, but like, it's like, man, you know, yeah, what's good?
Don't worry, Miss Cosmo now got a little mileage. What are you pushing there, Miss Cosmo?
Anyway, so
Putting
when
real Drake numbers on the board.
I don't know about Drake numbers.
Hit him with some wisdom there, Miss Cosmo.
I have a question. I don't know about wisdom.
No wisdom.
Aye, please. I give wisdom every week when you post POPcast, please. I think you guys get enough of my wisdom. Today's not about me. Anyway, back to Baby Son, aka July. So what actually got you out of Neverland? And I say that specifically because there needs to be something to kind of drive you to say, if I stay here. And that seems to be like a thing that a lot of South Africans kind of find themselves falling into.
Yeah.
I remember like a friend of mine was actually telling me a story that they had met an Uber driver in Durban who says that they'd never left Durban. Like they'd never even been to Pietermaritzburg. Oh. And I'm like, but you're an Uber driver. How have you not even been across that side? So it's very tricky to find people who are willing to then say, okay, I want to get out of my comfort zone and move to Joburg and take it on.
It's crazy because like I feel like my mom is so wild, bro. I never stayed in one school for more than like a year or 2 years.
Okay.
Like, I was always moving, like always making friends. I think that also helped me. Like,
what was the reason behind that?
She was a teacher. And then she left teaching to do banking.
Okay.
So when she got to banking, for some reason they liked her.
Yeah.
And then they kept on promoting her every time.
So.
And like we kept on moving. She was doing different branches, moving with different banks, you know, until we ended up like in Joburg. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, out here now. Like, come with my car, you know. The first place I stay in Joburg is Bryanston. I'm like,
you see, I told you come from the nice side of Durban. How do you go from...
No,
come on, you don't just land into.
Nah, mom's was working. You know, she's working her way up, so of course she's like family life is improving out there.
Yeah, so like she really made sure like we were exposed. Like everyone, like my sister's a chef, and then like I'm like doing this music thing. I wanted to be a businessman earlier on, hence I went to school for that. But like she really made sure like we did whatever we wanted to do. She made sure we were inspired all the time. She made sure that we were very active in like our lives. We're not just chilling, like, enjoying soft life.
Yeah.
And your mom herself was into music as well.
Actually, my mom, when I was born, actually when she met my dad, she was a choir director.
Yeah. That's
how she started with her music thing. And my grandma was a choir director, and that's how it happened. So
okay.
Yeah.
Now, that's very interesting to me. And have you thought, I mean, I don't know if you've ever featured your mother in a song or had her in the studio.
Never.
Do you think that's something that you never look forward to now that you're in music?
That woman is so judgmental. I never. I never. Like, you can't get through a note. She'll be like, flat. Start talking. I can't hear you. Pronounce your words. I was like, yo. Every time I send her music, I know I'm waiting for the list. This is what she wants to be changed. But at least I enjoy that process. I can like send her music and she can give me feedback. Like,
do you know what's so dope about having someone so specific like that is that then you know once you do put it out, you've actually like put a fine tooth comb through it to make sure that you've actually got the best out of your project. Because what I find sometimes that a lot of like recent musicians do, it's not that they don't pay attention to small details, but they also just miss the small details where they'll be like, it's good enough, release this thing, and then it's out and it's on WhatsApp and it's like, okay guys, now we're rocking with songs that have been sent out on WhatsApp. You know what I mean? They don't take particular care to the mastering process, the mixing process, the small fine details. I think are very important and they play a big part in how it's received even by people who listen.
True.
You know? So it's dope to actually have somebody like that in your corner. Is she still in music or is she just, you know?
She's just quiet. She quit her job in the bank, went back to teaching so that she could choir direct. So
that's dope.
Oh, so her love for music is deep.
Yeah, she really loves music, but I always tell her like, dog, there ain't no money in your type of music.
But choir music, like choral. I mean, I grew up. My grandmother on Sundays used to watch gospel called that used to play on Sunday, and I'm like, man, the way older people used to love that music, and of course in this country, gospel music in general and church music can go up. But I'm thinking I ask about that because the marriage between the new music and the old, I feel like it could be something like a very dope fusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like working with Keenan.
Yeah,
I witnessed that marriage between the old music and the new music. Like that brew is so crazy because like he'll pull up a sample like, and you're like, damn, I don't know the song, but like I would have never thought this could work like in 2023.
Nice.
Like, and then you hear it like with the final product, and you're like, oh snap! You need a chopper to like chop it up.
Yeah.
You need a Zadok to like kind of add a little more to it, and then like at the end of the day, you have like a beautiful product. So I think that marriage of the old and the new is kind of like beautiful, but it needs like the right people to execute it.
Yeah, because it could either be really good or it could be really bad.
Oh,
Do you think we have enough cats that because I mean, for example, you mentioning AKA, and he was known by a lot of people for being very musical. You know what I'm saying? He himself spoke about it, and of course, sampling is something that he was very good at and loved doing a lot. Bringing in old music, not just African music, but even like old music from outside that he incorporated into his music. Do you work with enough people like that, or do you see that type of love for the actual music enough with the people that we work with, especially with the young kids? Because you say you work with a lot of 21-year-olds and 19-year-olds and whatnot. Do you see enough love for music and enough history in them?
I think what's crazy is that I've turned to the guy that people call for the musicality.
Right.
So instead of now me just coming to absorb and contribute, now I'm the guy like niggas look to say, yo, what could we do to make this more musical? What could we do to like elevate the sound, to make it more commercial, more like easy on the ear? So I kind of like felt like I needed that period of time with the OGs to kind of like learn their ways, because now I'm in this weird phase where I'm like, fuck, I'm 26, and like these bros are like young and they don't get it, like what these guys are trying to say.
Yeah.
So I coded, so now I'm trying to like share it down there to say, yo guys, this is how actually we can get through this thing.
Yeah, but that's dope, because it's literally like you probably had to go through that to be in the space that you're in right now, so that you can impart that knowledge to the young guys and say, yo, there's a newer way to kind of angle this thing. And not a lot of people have an ear for musicality. A lot of people just want to churn out hits. They think this thing is easy, like, aye man, just say what you need to say, we'll give it a dope beat, and then we'll put on a TikTok challenge, and then we're winning. You know,
that thing is so frustrating because
look, did you see his face?
I think because like I understand I was also young at some point, but like now we're looking at it from the way I said, I'm just like, dude, like listen to me. What I'm telling you right now is gonna work.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you right now is like experience. What I'm telling you right now, like I've proven it. Like I have a track
but also
record.
for longevity.
Yeah, like certain music, like. It's crazy because we were having a conversation yesterday, and they were like, Nige is a song that you can't compare Nige to Ulaz. What's the song with
Ulaz? Yeah, by Jazzy. Yeah.
Yes, they said Ulaz, you can still play it today.
Yes.
And you can still listen to it, you can still relate, it's still a jam. And Nige, it feels like another song that's just gonna be out.
I don't know if it's gonna be a song that's gonna be out. Because it's also got a little bit of South African history, but also over and above that, I think with what it's doing to the rest of the world, it's something that can't be ignored. I understand where your conversation might stem from because of how it's portrayed and how it sounds, but I think its impact is far gone now to a point where we're going to listen to it, I think.
I mean, we never thought that Beba will like not be in fashion. We didn't. Come on, Beba. You never thought like this thing will go old.
Yeah.
But like everything just like with the bubblegum stuff and like the hard hitting stuff, it just comes in and goes out. I think that's why people also appreciate people like Momo so much, because Momo, like, yo dog, I can still listen to his first album today.
Yeah.
And I know what vibes I'm going for. It's jazzy, slow, close to deep house, piano. They just called it private school.
I feel like I do understand that there definitely are songs where you feel like, this is big, hyper record, but after a while, because tracks like that take you to like in the midst of groove, like they're very hyper. So when the hype itself dies down, or when you are not in the hyper space, then kind of it becomes like a nostalgic thing from like, oh yeah, I remember this thing was a hit track back then, but like right now there's just another hit track, because hit tracks come and go all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that the music that has longevity, like you're saying, is always easy on the or easier to pick up, but it's never the one that's doing the global charts. Those tracks come and go. Also, when we're congregated together and we're having a good time, yes, we want to listen to hits, right? But at the end of the day, we're pulling up streams by listening to music as individuals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to listen to when you get to the crib? Because I can
alone.
promise you I'm not going to bump nigga.
Yes,
I'm saying, but if I get to the club and then you don't bump it, I'm going to be like, where is the jam?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it is one of those things that we know the tracks that are here to like hype us all up, come and go, but you know, that real music is going to last type situation. Not to say all the hits aren't real music, but they've served their purpose over a period of time, right? But again, let's go a little bit back because I think we're touching new and old eras. But like, who actually? How do you actually end up in piano? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's something that's deliberate that happens to a lot of people.
I was never doing piano.
Yeah.
So I was making R&B, and then I met CM Hlungu, and CM Hlungu was just like, "Yo, let's go chill by the Major League house." Major League used to have this house called Members Only, and they had a studio there. Like, people would come to make some music. That's where I first met Amaroto, and it wasn't like Amaroto that we know today.
Yeah.
Like, it was just Amaroto, you know. And I went there, and the first person I see is 031 Chopper and Yams. I'm like, these people don't make piano. And
those guys are actually very musical. Like Yams and Chopper, I think have got like a very specific ear, but I think they're also adapting to what's happening now.
They're too crazy.
Yeah.
So the first thing Chopper says to me, he says, "Askhuluma Sul." I'm like, yeah. Like, what's the Songwriting Cup? And then they play me this piano beat, and then from there on, it was just like piano one way.
Yeah.
And just like and then they introduced me to Zadok. Zadok also put me into the Afro pop, you know, because he was coming from like working with Shava and stuff like that. So like, I do make Amapiano, but like I don't like to box myself in that section because I've made songs with everyone, like Keenan, the Ricky ones, everyone. Like I make songs with everyone. Like I just make music. I just dropped a song with Cash CPT.
Yeah.
That's
that's
fully R&B.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to box myself. I just want to like allow the music, whatever. Even if you say you drop a beat now.
No, please, we don't need
That's wrong.
This is what I like to hear. It's because we're trying to hold me back.
We don't need that.
It's because they're trying to hold me back.
Have you heard people rap?
It's only...
Bro, I believe.
You don't need it.
I believe.
It's only a matter of time before I break this. You know, I can tell you right now.
Sipo used to rap when he was in Mafikeng.
Oh, snap.
And he left his raps in Mafikeng. Okay.
Let me tell you something recent. I'm going to segue for 2 seconds, right? That just happened recently. And I think they've awoken the beast here. Some boys of mine from Town who rap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Hash1 Committee. But they called me into studio to come work with them on something. But it started off years ago, and it was supposed to be a joke where I do skits on their album. Yeah. And then it's grown. It's like, now they're not skits anymore, but it's just me like talking in between tracks, you know what I'm saying? Doing interludes and whatnot. But when I was doing those interludes, I was like, guys, let's just continue with this beat. And I haven't convinced them yet, but anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with interludes. Next thing, I'm in the studio with my man, son.
You Billboard #1.
You know.
I'm saying if you couldn't convince his own friends.
No, actually, you must never try and
Who
convince
are
your
we?
friends. You must come back to your friends with the hits.
Let me tell you, they don't believe your friends.
They know you from
They don't
young.
believe.
They're like
Your friends
you.
never believe. Me, I always tell Jams, hey, Jams, when I'm nyats, you never believe. But like at the end of the day, like it's my bro. He'll fight for you. Like even when he doesn't believe, I can see he doesn't believe. But like he's gonna fight for you to be like, no son, bro. It's the what? It's the what?
And then it all comes together.
Yeah.
All right. So take us down your journey through songwriting. Obviously, we know your background with your mom as a choir director and so forth. But you as a songwriter specifically, because obviously that's how you kind of started before you got into recording. Give us a little bit of a background as to why specifically that, because not so many people get into that before they go in front of the mic, because some people like being ghosts before they're like, actually this thing is dope.
No, I never wanted to be a ghost because I believe like in giving credit where it's due.
Okay.
That's
like
what
that.
I also do with my personal work. Wherever I feel like, yo, you did something for me, you gotta get paid, you gotta get given everything you need, your splits, everything. Let's move. But like with songwriting, I was never planning on songwriting. I was just trying to make music. I was trying to be famous, man. Trying to make money.
Keep hope talk.
You know? And then I met Zadok, and Zadok was like, yo, he was working on Musa, the voice from Idols.
Idols, yeah.
He was working on Musa's project. And he was like, yo, he was working with JR. He's like, yo, so like there's this project we're working on, I think you'll be perfect like to write for it. And then I wrote one song there, Yimi, and then yeah, man, they loved the song. I was like, yo, man, it's crazy. And then after that, wrote for Donald. After that, like the work just kept on coming in. And then like we wrote "It's Pity Pity" by Papi Cooper. I think that's when like
I like that
everything,
song.
I think that's when everything like so everyone was like, oh, okay, cool. He's a writer.
Nice. Okay. Look at you, son.
Yeah.
But the production process is definitely one that is difficult. And I feel like now more than ever, people are, there's a lot of conversations about what's going on in studios.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are trying to figure out what's going on inside these studios because the piano guys, especially more than ever, you know, features and collaborations are just the best part of music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bringing different minds together. It's always existed. It's nothing new. But with the piano guys, it seems like you guys have taken it to a new level. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the features, and you read those feature lists, and it's 8, 9 niggas, it's 6, it's 5, like it's a lot.
You know what?
And people aren't understanding or are trying to understand now. Okay, can I deconstruct these features for me and tell me what's going on?
You know what? I think it's because like piano's a dance. It's a dance genre, and you find that there's people may just put a shaker.
Absolutely.
Alter a little, maybe bass. Maybe Cosmo played keys. That's it. You know, maybe I did percussion for some other percussions, and so like now we want all the producers want to be artists so that they can become DJs, so that we can all geek, so that we can all eat.
Yes.
So that's how we end up with 10 features on the song, and the littlest thing you do, you qualify, my chief.
Do you know that's actually a big conversation that was happening this past week as well, to say, okay, cool. There's a song out. Like for instance, like Mlando had like, I think there were like 10 artists, 18 artists on that song. And I think the struggle that also comes in from a promoter perspective is that they don't know who to book now, because whose song is it really? You know what I mean? Yes. Because like you're mentioning, I could have done the keys, or somebody just did a percussion. Somebody maybe wrote like 2 lines and then they've got their name on the song. But then that's the difficulty to say, okay, but the ownership, because we want to book the guy who's actually the front runner of the song.
I think that's another struggle we see these days with like big songs. Yeah. Where there's like a lot of features where you see like you find the guy that did like 60% of the work is not the one that's being booked, because
of course
they struggle to own the song.
So is that his fault, or is it?
That's his fault.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
hearing what you're saying, but
that.
I guess, is it when you're the smaller, the lesser known of the people involved, I guess it's difficult for you to shine through, because then you're just a name, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're the guy that's hot and popping right now, you know what I'm saying, and everybody's son, you're on top of the stages, you're the guy being booked and busy, you're the guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you touch, people are going to give it an ear. And then wherever you're going to be at, you're going to play that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you and I work on something and I gave you a project that I'm 60% or 70% of, and then you came and you did your son thing, you know what I'm saying? You said, I know how we can elevate, I know we can da-da-da-da. Somebody else came and hit a percussion in there, you know what I'm saying? Or played with the triangle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's done. Yeah. But when it's pushing, it's going to be you. Like, it's difficult for me, because I think what people are trying to understand is that in terms of like putting people on, like if I'm trying to pull you up and I'm saying, yo guys, this is the guy who made this track, and put him front and center. But if I'm the new guy, I'm just in the background, like people are feeling like, man, somebody should help the guy come to the front. It's not completely his fault, because nobody knows who he is. Nobody's going to book him.
I think also people need to understand, like, music costs money.
Sure.
Like, music costs money. I by the way, I've been a guy on a big song that I didn't own it, and now
yo, book me, come on, let's go.
You know?
Say the name of the song.
You can. It's fine. It's past now. You can tell us.
You know, "Fool Me" by Kelvin, Momo.
Yeah.
Even "Sponono" like by Keenan. Like, people didn't know that I sang that hook.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
She didn't know.
I really didn't. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think it's dope, because that's why we have conversations like this, so that people can pay attention to what's actually happening on the music. You know what I mean?
So I think people just need to understand that it costs money. Like, music costs money. So to push, like, I had to shoot like a performance video that I'm gonna be dropping soon, like, to put the face to the music. That's me now taking initiative to say, okay, for all the big songs that I've done that I didn't take credit for, now I'm putting face to it.
Yeah.
You know, as an artist, Nami, if I drop my song today and you are a feature on my song, I can't. I have to push myself as well. My brother, also you, make plans, make ways to make sure your name is already there.
Yeah.
So people already know you on the song. So now we go on TikTok, drive or something. But like, you can't expect like the main artist to do
dedicate time for you.
Dedicate time for you. Like, this person is also running their own career, you know. They also got people to feed. They also got like things to do. So now you got the opportunity to be on a huge song. My bro.
And you think that's the thing then? People are they just heard that a song blew up and it didn't take them where they wanted to.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mnege comes out and people are like, of course, we don't have to say anything about Pori. He's there. Whatever is hot and his name is there, it's going to just continue for him in that trajectory. But the guys who are unknown, who are in the background, who are maybe feeling like, nah, I want it as a step ladder and it's not working out the same.
You just need to take advantage, my brother. Take advantage.
So you do think it's the artists themselves who are at fault and not necessarily that Tyler owes anybody anything for them not eating off of the song? Paperwork is paperwork. I get that. However, I'm saying sometimes artists, and we have this all the time, especially on POPcast, we will speak about people complaining about, but you stole the song from me. But why do they come out and make noise when the song is out and it's the biggest song in the country, biggest song in the world right now? You know what I mean? Why wait until then? Because you didn't take advantage of the song when it was rising. You know?
Exactly.
You know?
If you like, you grow with the song. Like, you can see now how nigga in South Africa is running.
Nigga in the world. I just okay, I didn't want to drop this, but we're here now. Coming back from Afro Nation, Nigga was literally bumping everywhere. In everybody's cars, in everybody's restaurants, in everybody's like the hotels were even playing the song. The sets, every DJ needed to play that song. When Tyler played it, was also the biggest song. I'm just saying, these songs transcend to a point where the rest of the world is paying attention because they understand what we're doing. And TikTok is that mechanism that's actually transporting piano to the world. Yes, and I realized that because I was like, okay, well, the songs that they like are the songs that are big on TikTok right now. Yes, and Mnigo is doing the thing. So you can't now decide later, I think because Tyler is now taking over the world. No. Where have you been?
No, because it's so simple. Like, those brews, they say they made the beat. Sharp. Yeah. Amazing, bro. You made a beautiful beat. I'm big TikTok. Say, this is how I made the beat for Nigga.
Yeah.
That's
automatically I know you are the guy that made Nigga.
Yeah.
Automatically I want to see more from you. Automatically I want to like watch your stuff. I want to book you because you're the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you the guy until you tell me you're the guy.
It's very difficult, and I say I ask these questions just because the entire conversation is happening. There's people who don't understand. There's people who do understand. There's people who understand a little bit, and then people get on sides. No, leave Pori alone. No, he should be doing this more. No, the guys and my thing is always approach. If you're smart, your star will always do this. You know what I mean? Thanks. If you have the talent and you're doing, your star will always do this. It may not rise at the speed that you want, but if you're smart, your star will always do this. So if you're at the crib and you have the talent and you're producing something, sometimes you like, it's a thing for you to speak on to help boost your own level. Because you have to say, if I'm at just the crib and I gave a beat away to a DJ and I was like, hey man, whatever you do with this track, and then we have an agreement off the bat. And then tomorrow I see it's the #1 track in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The connection I need to have with this guy needs to be on a positive route. I guess that guy's not my dad, he's not my anything. You know what I'm saying? We had an agreement and he took a track to the agreement you start with is like, let me try and get behind this guy and be as nice as possible. So even when I'm posting these TikToks, I'm like, I'm the guy who made this track.
So he must Cosmo.
Miss Cosmo can repost and be like, no, he is the guy. No, it's all love. He's the beat maker. He's not the producer or the exec or the engineer. This track goes through many stages before it lands anyway. So you respect that process and say, I didn't have the power to take it there. But what I can do right now is at least try to keep my name in the conversation. Because other artists are going to say, I want to work with this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did something here that's dope. Obviously, he's doing something else. Let me go to him and go listen.
There's no drama.
And then the drama is because the drama is the one that closes the door. Me, I'm saying when it comes to gatekeeping, the drama is the thing that closes the door because people don't want to be involved in drama.
Don't complain.
As soon as you tell, Miss Cosmo, I gave her a beat and then she doesn't talk to me anymore. But what did you do to get to that point?
No, well, I say fight for what belongs to you, sure, but don't do it on Twitter. Don't do it on social media. Don't do that. Just go and speak to them. How guys, manje coins yami. That's all you have to do. Have the conversation. Where are my coins? That's it.
And honestly, about the coins thing, the last thing I'll say is that there's a lot of guys who are fighting for the coins, but they're quiet. They'll never bring it to Twitter. If people had to come to Twitter every time to try and sort out splits or something that didn't go right, let me tell you something, it'd be a war zone. It'll be an
and you'll
actual
get ignored
war zone.
very
People that
quickly.
you think are friends, whatever, there's things happening that people are sorting out quietly because
Yeah.
they know the impact of just being loud on socials
Also-
and saying, why wasn't I? Why wasn't I?
Also, see, but like a lot of these young cats don't take the time to learn the business.
I was
Just-
actually about to get into that.
Just
with you.
because like nigga is number one right now doesn't mean Mali Puma today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ejo.
So I was actually about to jump into that now, to ask about your business background, because you did say that you had studied you studied that in university before you got into the music full time. How has that helped you kind of navigate your brand and your way of actually working with different artists?
Man, I think I learned how to approach situations better. Like how we're speaking about don't go to Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's simple. If my guy is not paying me, it's simple. My lawyer will call you.
Danko.
Like, there's no need for us to argue. Like, I'm one person, I hate arguing. Like, I feel like there's no need. There's so much energy. Mbangana now ngemali. Sure.
Especially when you know you owe me.
Dog, you know you owe me. You know you got the services sharp. So we have agreed. There's somewhere proven that we agreed that you owe me. I gave you the services sharp. Then now all that is left for me is just to send my lawyer and say, kuluma nabo first.
Yeah.
Fetch my things. That's it.
Sort it out. Full stop.
Yeah, man. But like, I know how to like draft things for myself because of school. I know how to like handle meetings for myself. I know how to structure.
So you don't have a manager?
I do have a man. Actually, I only got a manager like 3 weeks ago.
Really?
I've been doing
Okay.
everything myself.
Did it become too much for you to handle where you're like, I need the help?
Yeah, it became like I couldn't focus on certain things. So I wasn't making music anymore because I'm busy dealing with the corporate side of my writing. Because now my writing has left being just music. Now we're doing stuff like adverts. Now we're doing stuff like television shows.
So
So
sync
now,
deals, those are
sync
awesome, yeah.
deals and stuff like that. So now I can't be focused on that. Also focus on the music. Also focus on my PR and my image. Also focus on like getting in studio. I need features, Pella. You need to stay afloat. So you need to go to other studios, do the features. Like it became too much. I was just like, I need someone to just like
manage.
the
Dope.
situation. And I feel like many artists mustn't rush to find a manager. There must be something to manage for you to find a
I
manager.
feel that,
I like that.
absolutely. I've worked with cats who are doing things and they're like, I need a manager to manage my content creation. I'm like, people do need managers.
Yeah.
They're out there. And I tell some people, I don't think you're one of them. Because I'm like, put your work in front of me. You know, when people come to advise or something, I'm
Yeah.
like, they just put your scope of work in front of me. And tell me what you do. What is your day to day?
What are you busy
You know what I'm saying? What are you busy with? What is your day to day? Do you have a 9 to 5, for example? You know what I'm saying? Are you struggling to keep up with emails, make it to photo shoots, make it to features, whatever? Like, are you struggling to do these things? Or are you thinking a manager is somebody who's going to make you busy? You know what I'm saying? Because people are thinking, if I get a manager, then I will be busy. But it's like, what are you busy with? Because people, either your phone starts ringing somewhere. You could say, some people come up with managers because it's just the homie, for example, and they see you working, they're like, I'm a boy, let me jump in and try to help you.
Push.
Or let me try and get you connected. So that becomes more somebody you never had to go find, but somebody who's just there with you the entire time and kind of sees where you're going and almost gives you advice and then naturally falls into your business. Versus somebody who's at the crib. People need to learn how to work with their own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know what they're managing because they themselves don't know what they're doing.
It's crazy.
So even if a manager comes today and is like, what are we busy with today? Oh, my brother.
we here. I was waiting for you.
So saying one must make the song now.
Yeah, man. But also, you know, kind of getting yourself exposed to different artists and the different ways of working. Obviously, you know, because you mentioned that you work in different genres, what are some of the things that you've learned, for instance, from working with somebody like AKA versus working with a Kelvin Momo versus working with somebody as young as Yams?
I think it's respecting different processes. They all have different processes. You know, you find a Kenyan who came in the room with that confidence of, I've been in the game, I've been doing this,
Yeah.
I know it.
You're not going to tell me twice.
I'm not going to tell. Like, even when you're suggesting your approach, when you're suggesting a lyric, you have to be like, "Ish, okay, how's about, you know, cream, how you feel about that? Can you say that?" You know, you got to, like, talk to him, like, make him understand. And then you find a Momo's very open, like, they want to hear ideas, you know. Momo allowed me to actually, like, curate the whole song for me. I said, okay, no, we need this girl called Nanette. I said, we need this guitarist called Mzizi. I called Mzizi. I said, yo, there's this kid that's crazy with production, said Sticks. You know, he allowed me to do all of that, and he just facilitated and, like, made sure the whole thing came out beautiful. And there was never a situation where it's like, when uropile.
Yeah.
No, because we understood, like, we had to make his project, and like we had to contribute towards his album. So this is what we're trying to do for him.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's respecting the processes, you know, and understanding that people are different and we're all human beings. Like we all have feelings. I think that's one thing we forget, like at the door when we enter the music industry, because we're so hungry to do good and find the hit.
Yeah.
That we forget that abantu laba, like siphila ngabantu, dog.
Yeah.
Like also when you talk to me, I might not be having a greatest day, so like be nice, you know, stuff like that. But like, yeah, man, processes.
When it comes to because now you're not just in the background, you're writing the music, you're performing the songs, and when you perform the songs, naturally at some point you have to perform the songs on stage.
Yeah.
Transitioning from being a guy was more comfortable behind the scenes, and now to being front and center and putting your own songs, whether as a DJ and as a performer, has that been a difficult transition for you? Have you found being on stage challenging? Are you finding your rhythm to perform your own songs now?
Super scared of performing, man.
Why?
I'm super scared. Holding a mic, next thing one note off, they caught you on TikTok.
You've got your mom in your head, eh?
Like I can like that's one thing I'm scared of. That hence why I enjoy DJing so much. Cause like, dude, I don't know how to sing these songs.
Yeah.
I can just record them in the studio, come play them. Yeah, you guys dance. Everyone is happy. It's a win-win, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I know certain people just want to experience me like that, like live. And they want to hear me sing. Especially with the video I'm dropping soon, the performance video. I know it's going to be so nagging where you're going to get bookings just to come sing.
Hey, you're going to turn into the wedding singer.
Imagine.
Are you ready?
Imagine.
Because sometimes that happens, you know, when you make that big Afro pop song and then all you're doing is performing at everyone's wedding in December. But it's coins though.
It's actually crazy because my project has like 3 Afro pop songs.
And we need them. We need new Afro pop songs. We
no
don't
one
have.
is giving it to us.
Yes, exactly.
I need a
You know, a 2-step song, nyana.
Something for KZN, my boy.
Yes, but I back home.
Something for KZN, something for a mundane. They gotta bump something, you know what I mean?
Here's king somewhere.
You gotta touch the sounds of the home.
That's so dope. Talking about Afro pop songs, Rolling Stone top 40 best Afro pop songs of 2022.
That was Sondela, right?
Yes.
Oh, Sondela, yeah.
Sondela was crazy. And even that song was so crazy because I didn't even know we were going there. We went to Ricky's studio and then I find a bunch of people there. Like Blackie was there, Tejo was there, Costa was
There's
there.
also a lot of people on that song.
Like, no, you should hear the version before.
Oh, really?
Even I had a verse on that song. Because like I got there and like Ricky's like, yo, you gonna record today? I'm like, I'm gonna record today. It's like, you're gonna record today? I'm like, Joe. I'm like, I got something for you. And then he's like, no, record it. Then I was like, this guy's crazy. Me, I say, yo, Blackie, I got something, bro.
You wrote a little something on the side. Try this.
Bro. I ain't singing today, bro. And then like Blackie did the part, like, and it just sounded perfect, man. It was just like they kept it. I was like, shout out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, but like Bash like was just like, yo, dog, that part is crazy.
Yeah.
And Yams obviously came with that scoop.
Yeah.
To just emphasize the area. And that's how I like got on Sondela, man.
Yeah.
So crazy.
How did that change you and your perspective of your music?
If I'm being honest, I didn't even think much of it. I was just like, okay, let's go.
Okay.
Like you have the opportunity now. People understand you. People are giving you the opportunity to do more. Let's go.
That's dope.
Don't waste any time.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your current single now, Masala. Who's on the track? What can we look forward to as well of more music from you? Because now you're a performance guy now.
Ish, guys. Mama Zara, what a beautiful song. That's actually Yams's favorite song. Every day. I tell him, no, man, it's enough. But yeah, Mama Zara with Mashudu, the beautiful Mashudu. Oh, she's so gorgeous on that song.
Yeah.
Kelvin Momo, Sticks did incredible work there. And it was just like a beautiful collaborative thing. Like, me and Stick started the song, took it to Momo. Momo was like, yo, going crazy about it, playing it everywhere. Just like, okay, do you want to be on a song? He's like, yeah, man, let me see what I can elevate it with. He did his thing. Then we got Mashudu. Actually, we were supposed to feature someone else, but yeah.
Life happens.
Life happened.
Yeah.
And then we got Mashudu, and Mashudu was just like so willing and like,
She's dope. I like her.
cope. Yeah, man. Like she's such a cool human being, and yeah, man. That's how Masala happened. It's doing good, man. We're about to shoot a music video for it. I'm gonna push it. The acoustic
please, can I request that the
Yeah.
music video? Can you just like have some thought process behind it? You know, because the tricky thing we have right now with dance music is the music
the
videos
music
don't
video.
match.
Yeah.
Don't match what's happening in the song.
This one we've been thinking about it for 2 months.
It stresses me so much.
We've been thinking about this one for 2 months.
Sometimes they look like telenovelas, and you're like, what happened?
Look,
here?"
why
And the
is-
song slaps, but you're like, why is this a telenovela, man?
Do you know that's part of the reason why I stopped watching music videos? Because I'm just like,
Yo.
you're gonna ruin the song
Yeah.
for me.
Because they're so
Honest.
bad.
Because it ruins the song for me, and then all I remember is the video when I'm listening to it, and then I get annoyed.
There's this one
So-
hip hop video that makes me feel like that. Where I'm just like, ish.
Ish.
And it's two dope cats, and I'm just like, yo.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about a lot of music
So
videos.
please take your time,
Sometimes they say simple and then they say
I got
too
you.
simple.
okay?
got you.
Take
No-
your time and then just finesse it.
I got
Do
you.
the right thing.
Hit it with some sexy grading, yeah. They should be
know?
looking like raw footage out there on television.
Hey.
You can some music videos.
No
you
color
can see-
grading, nah. man.
See, puta.
Yeah, now I'm gonna take it personal with you. I'm gonna be like, but I told you.
I told you.
I didn't tell anyone, but I'm gonna say, but I told you.
Whack video.
Let me ask you something. Actually, earlier on, you said that some of the inspiration that you had for production was because you'd be listening to music and you'd always feel like you had ideas.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I would do this, or I wish they'd gone in this direction. What song right now that's popping? That's not your song that you listen to and you're like, if they just can borrow it to me for 5 minutes, we can take this. Oh, they should have just done something here. It doesn't have to be local, anywhere around the world. A song that you're hearing and you're just like, I have a burning idea or have some burning issue with the song that I feel like I could contribute to elevating it.
I'm trying to think about it. Yo. I don't listen to Amapiano. It's so crazy. There's a song, Jay has, I think. Who told you bad man don't dance? Who told you gangsters don't dance?
Yeah.
You know, the whip from my hip fight. I was like, Jake was not needed there. It should put me off.
That should have been me,
It
bro.
should put me off. It should be me, bro. But like, shout out to the Six God, man. He killed
Yeah.
it. But like, yeah, man, I feel like that song is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm into that space right now, that UK vibe. Like,
I
yeah.
like that sound as well. Like it
Yeah,
travels a
yeah.
lot as well. Yeah.
They're doing Afrobeat like in a
in a
very
jiggy way.
grime way.
Yeah.
Like, in their own way.
Yeah, that's really dope. That's awesome. All right, so is there anything else that we can kind of look forward to for the rest of the year? Is there any projects dropping outside of the music video? Just put us on, baby son. What's good?
Live performance video, which could drop even like right now. I don't know. Anytime now. Music video for Masala. My album is coming. Yeah.
Do you know what would be really dope if you did like a performance of all your songs with a choir? Because that's your background.
And your mom conducts the choir.
No.
She won't let them go home until it's perfect.
No.
Lutik's his mom same time. Nope, not gonna make it.
we can think about the choir, just not the moms. The momsies can chill. She can enjoy the music.
Yeah, she must be a guest.
Yeah, but like, yeah, man, I don't mind.
I think that would be
I'm
awesome.
so open to like a lot of things because I feel like a new artist. Like, I feel like I just got in the game, even though like I have like work that can speak for like the past 3 years,
Yeah.
But I feel like I just got in the game. I'm so excited to do a lot of things, and I feel like, yo, dog, let's just go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for my project. I feel like my project's gonna be so crazy. Wins and losses. That's gonna be the greatest thing ever. Wins and losses.
Well,
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. You heard it here on POPradio. Wins and Losses is going to be on its way, hopefully soon. You'll give us a date when you're ready. Because we know the pressure of the dates becomes tricky. Nyana. But there you have it. Baby son in the building here on POPradio. Thank you so much for joining
man.
us.
Shout out.
I'm looking forward to the music video. I'm going to review it personally.
I feel like she was gonna be like,
You're going to catch it on POPcast. We're even going to tag you to be like,
I'm going
oh.
to make a separate video
What's
just
going on?
talking about that
be like, yo, bro, that track was not the one.
frame by frame. Nah, I'm just playing. But thank you so much for dropping by, man. We're looking forward to hearing more from you, brother.
Yes,
Appreciate it,
indeed.
man.
And of course, thank you so much for watching, for enjoying the episode for today. Keep on liking, subscribing, commenting, letting us know how you feel about the vibes and who else you want us to interview. But for now,
Easy.
peace out.